The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Bill 180, round 80.
So don't say nothing.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The give to Peterson out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Check.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 61 yards that time on the ground. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career,
got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. They run again on 1st down. Peterson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. If you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long one.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game that early.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside, and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Taking it about the 16. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out. Hey, alert.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1 yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Go. Cross the right.
50's the mic. 50.
Hey, Delta. Screen.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers, and the catch good. It's Eifert. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Rivers to throw it. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball is expected to be caught.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's go, D. 19. No.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run. This is Brown. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Rivers now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as the Ravens push further out in front. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Alert, 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 alert. Let's go double count right here, double count.
Brings up 2nd and 9. After 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Johnson, the intended target. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Check back 16. Red, red.
Final play of the half, Rivers. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half. Add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. But
and Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for two. They'll let Peterson try and run it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quick.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack on first down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. On third down, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing Rivers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Rivers now 9 of 17 through the air. To throw, Rivers. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, Rivers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it with Bush. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Adrian Peterson. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to pull a bit closer. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson being chased out left. He'll run it. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
The Steelers' 43-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it with Johnson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Easy.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. Oh, twisting away. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bush, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, watch the slant. Shoot! Protect.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Zero.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The busy night continues for Johnson. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Push left.
Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this one away, and it's got some hang time to it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now Rivers. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Come on now, let's go.